Hi, welcome all. In this video, we will see TestNG part 1. So as part of this video, we are going to see what is TestNG, why TestNG, TestNG official website, and then how to install TestNG in your Eclipse. Before talking about all these things, first we'll go to the Eclipse. So we are already seeing so many test cases, means so many tests, how to handle text boxes, buttons, whatever it may be. We are writing some classes and we are executing. Okay, everything is fine. But now tell me, now when you come here, sample example, this is my starting point of execution, public static void main. So when you execute any Java class, so first it will search for where is the main method. From there it will start executing. So this is the starting point. Okay, now I have another class. Okay, I have another class. I have so many classes from last so many classes. We are writing so many Java files. I want to execute all the files at a time. Till now we are writing one class and we are executing. And tomorrow I want to execute 100 test cases, 200 test cases, 50, something like that. Then how you write and how to execute. Okay, I will take a sample example. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll create one package, new package, TestNG. So inside this I'll create two classes. I say login first will public static void main, and I have so many methods like public void invalid credentials. I'm just verifying invalid credentials. S out. This is invalid credentials method, something like that. Okay, so public void valid credentials. S out. This is valid credentials method. Public void empty password. S out. This is empty password method. I'll create one more, public void empty username. Out. This is empty username method. Okay, something like that. I have 4 methods. You can write one more method also if you want. These are all my login test cases. Empty credentials. Right, there are different types of test cases you have in your class, login class. This is empty credentials method. Now I want to execute all these methods. Okay, I want to execute all these methods. So how you execute? As a normal program, you will make it all static. Okay, and you call this methods here. Right. Sorry, typo. Static. Okay, I'll make everything static and I'll call here. That is one way. If you have more than 5 methods or 10 methods in each class, you may have 10 or 20, something like that. So how you call? You have to call something like this. Okay, now I'll create one more. I have one more functionality that is called registration. Okay, here also what I'll do, I'll create public static void. What kind of test cases I can take? Register with email, register with email, and public void register with phone, standard.out.println register with phone. Let's assume we have two test cases. So if you want to execute this, also simply I'll call this method here. I'm just giving some dummy examples. Okay, so fine, I have 20 methods inside this. I'll call 20 methods here and I'll execute. The same way in the login I have 30 methods. I'll make all the static and I call here something like that. Okay, somehow it is better. I can able to execute, but I want to execute login and registration both at a time. Right? I cannot select something like that. Select, shift select something like that, and then right click. I cannot run. You see that I am not getting the option run configurations. The reason is, if a single method, single class, you can say run as Java application. But if you select multiple Java files, even you will not get that option. Right? So then how you execute? Say as part of regression, I want to execute all my tests. I have 100 functionalities. As a part of regression, I want to execute 20 functionalities. How to execute? So in the normal Java, so as per what is it, the knowledge which we have till now, we'll create one more class. Simply I'll make it runner, public static void main. So how you execute it normally? I'll create a object, login, otherwise login L is equals to new login, then L dot empty credentials, L dot empty password, L dot empty username, L dot valid credentials, something like that. Then registration are equal to new registration, and then r dot register with phone, r dot register with email. Right? Why it is okay? That's a static. No need of static, and just giving an example, a warning. So now if I execute this, run as Java application, you see it executed everything. But it is executing everything. But if you do like this, you have 100 functionalities. You need to create 100 objects, right? You need to call. And tomorrow, I want to execute only these two methods. I want to skip these two methods. What will you do? You need to come here and you need to comment. Otherwise, remove, something like that. Let's assume you have a big file with so many methods and so many class objects. So maintaining is very difficult. Okay? And I want to make a dependency between this test case to this test case. Once login is success, then only go. Once registration is success, then only go and login. I want to make a what? Dependency between these two methods or classes and these two methods. And I want to make this test case should execute first, this test case should execute last. So here I want to change all those things. Go open control V, something like that. So very tedious job, all these things. Okay. Now to avoid all these things, to make effective execution means the way you execute effectively, to maintain the test cases properly. So to control your execution flow, to control which test cases you want to execute, which test cases you want to skip. To make all those things, we have, I'll create one small file. I'll say notes, just small. So for this, you have to maintain all those things effectively. You have unit testing frameworks. Okay, you have unit testing frameworks in almost all the programming languages. So in the Java also you have unit testing frameworks. By using these unit testing frameworks, you can achieve all these things. So you can achieve all these things which we discussed: how to maintain, how to make dependency, how to group the test cases, how to skip the test cases, how to make execution order. All these things can be happened using these unit testing frameworks. Coming to the Java, you have JUnit and you have TestNG. Okay, so JUnit default comes with your Eclipse, and TestNG you need to install. But coming differences between JUnit and TestNG is TestNG is powerful than JUnit comparatively. Very handy, so many options, very easy. Okay, so as part of this course we are going to see TestNG. Okay, powerful than JUnit and built on top of JUnit only. The behind the scenes JUnit only, but by using that power they made so much flexible. Okay, as part of this course we'll use TestNG, we'll see TestNG. Okay, this is all about why to go for TestNG. Okay, and TestNG is a unit testing framework to achieve all these things. Alright, so now we'll see what is TestNG and we'll discuss something about all those things. Then TestNG is a testing framework, means unit testing framework. Okay, we'll call it as unit testing framework. So what is the purpose of unit testing framework? Now when it comes to the unit testing framework, unit testing framework designed to simplify a broad range of testing needs from unit testing to integration testing. So means testing a class in isolation of the others, otherwise testing the entire system made up of several classes, several packages, and even several external frameworks such as application servers, all these things. This is a definition from wiki or something like that. Okay, I have taken from that. I think this is from the official website. Okay, whatever it may be. So here, what is NG? Right, TestNG. What is NG? NG means next generation. Okay, and this is developed by Cedric Buest, and he developed it to overcome the deficiencies which you have in JUnit. So that is what simple about TestNG and why it came in the picture. Okay, TestNG is a testing framework inspired from JUnit and NUnit. What is NUnit? NUnit is a testing framework from the C#, not from the JUnit, but yes, he saw JUnit from the Java and NUnit from the C#. So he felt some deficiencies there. We can implement so much of things. So then he started implementing TestNG. So, but he introduces some new functionalities that make it more powerful and easier to use. So such as, what are those? Some extra annotations. What is annotation? We'll see all those things, but as part of this class you just listen theoretically. Run your tests in arbitrary big thread pools with various policies available. All methods in their own threads and other threads per test, means one thread per test. And flexible test configuration, support for data driven testing, support for parameters, powerful execution model, supported by a variety of tools and plugins, that is We may use Eclipse, we can use IntelliJ IDEA, we can use from Maven, all these things. Embeds Bean Shell for further flexibility. Default JDK functions for runtime and logging. Okay, so you can achieve all these things. TestNG is designed to cover all categories of tests, means unit testing, functional testing, end-to-end test, integration testing, everything. So by using that you can achieve all those kind of testings. And the TestNG is basically written in Java and can be used with Java as well as Java enabled languages, means JDK based languages. Those are called Groovy, Scala, Kotlin. These are all on top of Java. So you can use TestNG with those languages also. If you are using Groovy in your while developing your application, otherwise you are writing your Selenium scripts in Groovy, even then also you can use TestNG to control all these things, and the same way Scala and Kotlin, all these things. In TestNG, suites and tests are configured or described mainly through XML files. By default, the name of the file, the XML file is testng.xml, and it is not mandatory to put the same name. We can change the name if you want, but the default, the naming convention the people normally use is testng.xml. This framework allows users to do test configuration through XML files and allows them to include or exclude respective packages, classes, methods, and their test suites. Means you can, if you want to execute only particular packages, you have so many packages, 100 packages. If you want to execute only 50 packages, you can only use 50 packages using that XML file, and you can use which classes you want to execute, okay, which methods you want to execute. All these things can be possible using testng.xml file. Parameterization of test method is also very easy using TestNG, and it provides easy method of creating data-driven tests. The parameterization is easy. That is the reason data-driven testing is easy. Okay. So TestNG have some features. So data-driven test is possible. Multi-thread execution is possible, and then you can generate some reports. As we already discussed that in one of the previous classes, the Selenium will not give you reporting. So by using TestNG, we can generate reports. It's an open API. Okay, it's an open source. So these are all a few features you have, and this is all about TestNG. And then we already seen that why to TestNG, and we practically saw by taking one example, login.java, registration.java, and how to execute those things. If you execute those that way, what is the issue? What are the issues you may face? Right, all these things we have seen. So by creating runner class, it is very difficult to manage the test cases. Okay, that is the reason TestNG or JUnit come into the picture. Those are called unit testing frameworks. Okay, now we'll see what is the official website of TestNG. So testng.org. Yeah, this is the official website of TestNG. So when you come here, you will get so much of information and the documentation you have. Okay, you see that welcome and download documentation. You already written some scripts in JUnit. How to migrate from JUnit, Java doc. You see that he is talking about Selenium also. You see that he is talking about Selenium also. The reason is Selenium has become that much popular. Browser vendors are considering that how to when you write Selenium scripts, it has to work perfectly in their browsers. So browser vendors also making sure that Selenium should work on their browsers, and even TestNG is also considering Selenium that if you are using Selenium, you can use TestNG. So that is the reason Selenium has become very much popular. That is the reason we are talking about all these things, right? In Eclipse, how can install IntelliJ IDEA, how to integrate with Maven, how to integrate with Ant, okay, miscellaneous, some other things, okay. This is all about the testng.org, and it is documentation. You can go to the download and you can download using Maven, Gradle or something like that. Okay, we'll see how to download a simple way, but this is all about this information you will get from this website. If you want to learn something, you go to the documentation, you can read something like that. You see that some index is there. Yeah, I discussed the the paragraph from the official website. You see, TestNG is testing framework designed to simplify broad range of testing needs, all these things. Okay, so you will get so much of information from here. This is testng.org, is an official website. Now what else we need to see? We have seen what is TestNG, why TestNG, and TestNG official website. So installing TestNG, we'll see. So if you want to install TestNG, simple way is go to help. Okay, you may not seeing the menu of Eclipse, so you will get one of the options called help. If you go to the help, you will see Eclipse Marketplace. Click on that. Okay, then you see this kind of window, Eclipse Marketplace window. It will take some time to load and fetch the data from the marketplace. What you say, it's a kind of in your Android Play Store will be there, right? If you wanna download any app, you will go to the Play Store and you will search, you will install. The same kind of, this is Eclipse Marketplace. You will have n number of plugins related to Eclipse. So many people will create so many plugins and they'll publish in the Eclipse Marketplace. From here you can search and you can download. Okay, you will see so many plugins. May not be useful for us, but something like that. Okay, I think Acute enables C# application development in Eclipse. You see that you can write C# application in Eclipse, it seems. I'm not very sure, but you see, if you wanna apply some theme, black color theme, the darkest dark theme with dev style. If you install this one, you will get dark theme. You see, black kind of thing, something like that. But we are interested in TestNG. You see that find option. You do just search TestNG and hit enter. What happened? Geo matches. Well, try once again. Very strange. It's not showing TestNG where I'm searching. It should show TestNG for Eclipse, but I'm not very sure what is the issue. So I don't know. Okay, we'll cancel this. If this is not the case, we have some other options also, but it should come. I think some problem with that marketplace. So, but when you come to this download section from this, you see TestNG page on the Eclipse marketplace. When I go here, you see that TestNG for Eclipse, I should get this. You see, you can install. You see, drag to install. Drag to your running Eclipse workspace requires Eclipse marketplace client. When you drag this one, it will execute, it seems, but no problem. Like if that is one way. If it is not working, we have other alternatives also, but that is the simplest. You go to marketplace, just search, it should come. But if it is not coming, go to the download section of your TestNG. So here you see that install from update site. Update site for release. Here he has given one link, http:/bust.com/eclipse. I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this link, go to your Eclipse. So in the help only, previously we went to the Eclipse marketplace, but unfortunately that is not working. So go to the install new software. Okay, before that we'll try once again. So anyhow I'm getting some other, yeah, I'm getting some other and I can able to install it. So installed my Eclipse marketplace client in I have. Okay, leave, there's some issue with that. So go to the help, click on install new software. Instead of Eclipse marketplace, go to install new software. Click on this. You will get this kind of pop-up. You see work with. In the work with, you just paste this, the link which you copied, and remove this dot. Okay, and then hit enter. The moment when you hit enter, you will get a TestNG. Sometimes it will take so much of time to get this. You will get pending, and then you will get. Otherwise, sometimes it will be so fast. You see, you will get TestNG. Click on this. You see, you have next button disabled. Click on this, then it will get enabled. Next. So the process will take a bit time. So if you want to, you see that your original request has been modified. See the details. You need all these things, right? Okay. So you will get TestNG, Maven integration, something like that. Just click on next. You need to accept the license agreement. You see, accept license agreement, and then click on finish. So in the down section, you see that 5% installing software 5%, and some process is happening in the right down. Okay, when you double click on this, it seems you see here installing software, the progress. You can see the progress, right? But it will take some time. You have to wait. No other go. So we'll wait. Okay. According to your internet connection, the network connection, internet speed, all these things, it will take some time. So let it be. You cannot avoid this process. It became 7%, 8%. After some time, it will be a bit fast. Yeah, it became 28% now. 48. So after some time, you see that you will get security warning. Warning, you are installing software that contains unsigned content. The authenticity or validity of the software cannot be established. Do you want to continue with the installation? See, it is saying that some not authenticated content you want to install or not. So I need this and I know there is no issue with this. Install anyway. You have option called install anyway. Click on install anyway. So it will continue for some more time. Okay. You see in the left section, JRE system library is there, reference libraries is there, but you do not have TestNG library. So how you have JRE system library? Same way, once you restart, then you will see, otherwise you will get. Okay. Before that, will it allow me to right click? Okay. So now you need to get the effect of these changes. You need to restart. So I'll click on restart now. Save changes in notes. Yeah, save. I have some changes in the notes. It is asking me to save before closing that. So it will take some time to launch the Eclipse again. So in the official website, you will get this type of option. Normally you just search, definitely it will give. It may be there's some issue with the marketplace or Eclipse, the integration. In the behind the scenes, they are doing something else, but definitely you will get. So when you come to restart this one, this is the starting page, right? Welcome page. So I'll just close this welcome page, and we got TestNG now into our machine. So here you are not seeing, but when you go right click on your project, go to the properties, and here go to the Java build path section and go to libraries. You see that you have GRE system library. Go to add library. You have TestNG. See, you will get this after installation of all these things, the process which we did, right? That is, then only this library added. We forgot to see before that. So before installing that, if you come here, you will not see this option. After installing, after restarting only, you will get this option. So what you can do, come to the properties, go to the Java build path, click on libraries tab, go to add library, select the TestNG and click next and then finish. You see that TestNG here, and here in the package explorer you do not have, means you are not seeing that. When I say apply and close, you see that you got TestNG here. Now TestNG is in your Eclipse and you can able to use TestNG. Fine. This is how you can add TestNG to your Eclipse. You have two ways, right? In the Eclipse you have two ways. What is that? One is go to Eclipse Marketplace, search TestNG and you will get the install button. You just click on install. The process is same, the Windows, and you have to accept that warning, you have to restart, everything is same. But how you are going to that page is different. You are going from the Eclipse Marketplace, you are install new software. These are the two ways, but either of these process you can install TestNG into your Eclipse, and it will ask you to restart. You have to restart, then only you will find that TestNG library option in your library section, right? Then I have TestNG in my machine. Okay, you see that I did not install anything. If you go to the properties and go to the libraries and add library, you see that JUnit, but JUnit comes default with your Eclipse and Java. No need to install separately, but you need to add, that's it. But coming to the TestNG, this is an external third parties, so that is the reason you need to do all this process. Okay, this is how you can install TestNG. Okay, we have seen that what is TestNG and why to go with TestNG, and we have seen the TestNG official website, some documentation, all these things, and we installed TestNG in our Eclipse. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.